All right, what we're going to talk about today is the essay. Now, the essay is a classic form of writing, and I'm going to talk to you about two things. I'm going to talk to you about purpose and organization. Purpose is the easier one. So, I'm going to have you take some notes, which means that while you have this open on your computer screen, I want you to push me to the side in order to open up another window for a Word program, or take a piece of paper and take some notes on paper. The other option is that you could just watch this all the way through and then take notes as you see fit at the end and come back to this. But either way, if you need to pause me now, get out a piece of paper, open a Word document, do what you have to do. All right, so the essay. Let's talk about purpose. The purpose is persuasion. The purpose is to persuade your reader. You are trying to persuade your reader into your way of thinking. They might already believe it, but now you're on top of that. You're going to provide them evidence. You're going to show them why what they believe is correct. Or alternatively, if they don't believe what you believe, you're trying to show them where they're wrong, or potentially where you are right. So, in order to do that, you need to be assertive. Assertive language. You need to use assertive and persuasive language. What that means is you use the words I know, or this. You use sentences that are intrinsically powerful, that are assertive in their nature. Meaning we don't use words like no, do not use I think. I think. It might. Or I believe. We shouldn't see these words in your work, because this means that you're not even sure that what you're writing is true. Well, I think the author is saying, no, you've already lost me. The moment you say, I believe that what the author was trying to say, no. The author was saying or is saying that all people are created equal. That's what the author is saying. If you were talking about the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, you wouldn't say that the Charter of Rights and Freedoms is sort of telling us that we might want to. Do you actually understand what the Charter means? Because if you understood what the Charter meant, you wouldn't use words like it might or I believe the Charter is saying this. Be assertive. Be strong with your beliefs. If you are strong in your beliefs, there's a better chance they're going to believe you. That's step one. That's step one. Step two, evidence. You need to provide evidence if you want people to believe you. So, evidence. Every assertion requires evidence. Every assertion requires evidence. In the short story, or the short film, The Boy Who Wanted to Be a Lion. We've all watched that now. The Boy Who Wanted to Be a Lion, if you say, I think the author is saying that we should conform so that we can all get along more harmoniously. We can all get along in the world if we all sort of try to conform and try to understand each other and move towards sameness. If you say, I think the author is saying that, you've lost me already. And if you say that and don't provide evidence, then there's no way I'm going to believe you. All right? You have to say the author is telling us that moving towards a whole, moving towards a single identity, moving towards sameness brings people closer together. So, I've already been assertive and I haven't wavered. But now I'm going to provide evidence. I know this because. And then I'm going to list my evidence. And when you list evidence, use quotes directly from the film, the short story, the novel. Most of you, all of you, are doing your essay on one of the novels that you've chosen. So, those doing Ender's Game, for example, are going to take quotes or situations directly out of the novel. If you can't take a direct quote, don't get me wrong, sometimes it's a whole situation. It's like 3 pages. You're not going to quote 3 pages in order to get your point across, but you are going to take out individual quotes, or you're going to relate a scene from the film, from the novel, from the short story. You're going to relate it to us as part of your evidence, saying that the author is saying this on page 160 to 162, when the author says that all people are created equal, and therefore all people should move closer together to be more equal with each other, and therefore understand each other better. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever you write. You need to provide evidence. And as much as possible, reference directly from the text. Page numbers help, quotes help, anything like that. So, evidence under here, put down, reference your text. Reference your text. Reference your text. Write that down. That's important. If you're not referencing your text, let me tell you right now, on the essay that I'm marking, you're not going to get a very strong mark. If you're not providing direct evidence, I cannot give you a mark worthy. All right? Now let's talk organization.